This shit laced with vent! I'm done tweaking. Listen, recently, I'd gotten acquainted with the form known as art. And art's pretty cool, because I've learned some things. I've always been a fan of the arts. I've always been a fan of drawing, writing, painting, cinematography, all that good shit. And I was like, what's the hardest one? Probably cinematography. It takes a lot of stuff to do. But I'm not doing cinematography. It's too expensive. I decided I would attempt to draw, make an attempt, a clear attempt. And it's not out of any form of like dedication or like discipline that I really have. It's just sheer hubris. Okay? I thought to myself, I'm gonna draw. And I'm gonna be the fucking best at it. I'm gonna be the greatest. Because who who are you? I've always been the best, obviously. Always. But the real reason is that I had something I really wanted to do with art, and you'll see it at the end of the video. Shit, listen. I forgot to say subscribe. I was just recording. I forgot to say like, subscribe, support me in my future endeavors. If you sub, video quality will probably, most likely, almost definitely become better. And you want that, don't you? I know you want that. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah. Alright, so I had started practicing around a week ago, or actually like 2 weeks ago at this point, because, it's been a while. I was planning on making this video way sooner. And, I was just getting like the basic shit down. I was like, yeah, I just gotta get that down, and then I can push it on top of it. So here's one thing that I did, like a little while ago now. And it looks alright. Like, it looks like I'm getting basic shit down. You're so wrong. I have so long to go before even basic shit is down. Because, we go over the next one. There's nothing here, but there is something here. There's layers to the side. You can't see them. I cropped them out. Ha ha ha. Now, somebody had, well, here's... So, the thing that I was making, the character, was a onesie. So, obviously, I had another onesie practice. It was a panda onesie. Somebody had given me this simple channel had given me this simple advice. It was make like a blob sketch, then do like line art over it, right, and then color it. And it was pretty solid advice. It got me through this. That's the most innate simple drawing that I could possibly have done. That was actually like fun for me to do, because there's more shit to it than just like the lines of a person. Eventually, I got really bored and I just kind of fucking traced a Goku, and I tried to replicate it, but it didn't work. It didn't work out. It didn't work out. Goku. Yeah, go to the Taqueria, Goku. What's over here? Oh yeah, I tried practicing like lips. The time frames for all these was like multiple weeks ago. Recent like 3 days ago. Recent like 3 days ago. Recent like 3 days ago. And I was like, doing all this, I should probably start practicing with like people, right? So I started practicing with people and started breaking them down into this shit. And I started using like action lines, I started actually like getting down to the nitty gritty. I would go over the person, and then I was like, okay, let me replicate it to the side. Obviously, it came out capiche, great, wonderful, 10 out of 10, perfect, totally. When I tried to go over it, though, didn't go out so well. Yeah, I tried to do something with the feet that I had saw a trick for, where it was like put down a 2D plane and then like put this around it, and you might get some good feet. I didn't get good feet out of it. It was pretty bad feet, sadly. I just kind of, for the rest of these, I didn't bother drawing to the side. I just wanted to get a feel for it. This is a little... with both of these two, I tried boxing out the, the edges, because they're, like, you can see the edges. They're facing, like, a somewhat angle, with these two. So, I tried my best. And then I was like, okay, I know how shit works now. I drew this stiff-ass pose. I was like, that's not right! That was... that's how I felt about it. And I drew this less stiff pose, right? So then I was like, okay, but I learned from somebody that characters are measured in, like, by heads. Like, fucking one head, fucking, and then you go down, like 2 heads, 3 heads. You know how it is. You get the gist of what I'm saying. They're measured by heads. So I was like, I have to do that. You get it? So I decided I would just, like, do that, right? I pulled up a thing for it, and I drew it out. Fire Alpaca is weird. The line tool in Fire Alpaca is devious, bro. You can't thin the lines. They're just thick as shit. Like, nobody needs a line this fucking thick. The rest of these are just, pen strokes. I've had one of these for the past, I don't know, like, year and a half. And the story is astonishing. Let me tell you why. So, back in my Roblox YouTube days... Oh, fuck. Back in my Roblox YouTube days, I made thumbnails in MS Paint. And the reason I needed one of these was because this mouse that I have, is, you can see, like, it's bad, right? Jay made ice cream on this shit. It's bad. And it can't click and hold. It can't click and drag and hold well. So, I need one of these for MS Paint. It's wild. I also, nowadays, I use it for, like, editing. Just, when I drag shit into the media pool, I just edit, like, with a fucking digital arts fucking tablet. Which, it's pretty good. Honestly, only complaint I have is, like, I can't look at my hands in the screen at the same time. Which isn't a complaint that's universal, because a lot of people can look at their hands in the screen at the same time when they're drawing, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, yeah, I'd use the chart to draw a small child-like character, right? Like, I used the chart was Kid Naruto, right? So I used that to get those little child proportions for, like, a shonen style, because, well, that's what I'm trying to get to, right? I got the proportions out. This is for something entirely different. It's not. It has to do with it. Now, anybody who knows me IRL knows exactly what this is coming to. Unless you don't. Oh, look at him. In all of his glory. Oh, fuck, wrong layer. In all of his glory. In all of his glory. Oh my god, is that who I think it is? You're right. Somebody said. Dennis Reed Demon. So basically, he's in a onesie. Yeah, that's why he looks so weird. He's in a onesie. And I'm not great at drawing onesies just yet, because they're a little different. So, this is the thing at the end that I wanted to talk about. Dennis Reed Demon is, well, he's just called Dennis. It's a character of mine from a D&D campaign where I decided, I've never been a good person before. I've only played once. And the one time I did, I was chaotic evil. Like, really chaotic evil. Like, we fought clowns. I broke all the bones in his body. I shit on him. When he fucking crawled away, I followed him home, burned down his house. I would have killed his children. I was really vile. But that doesn't matter. I wanted to be a good guy next time, so I created shonen protagonist Dennis. And now I want to make shit out of him. I want to make shonen protagonist Dennis a reality. You know what I'm saying? He's real now. So, so here he is, right? You know, I'll give you some concepts or something about him. You know, you might be wondering, why does he have a yin and yang shit on his eyes? That's very important for his. It's not like a. It's not just a. Oh, I thought it looked cool thing. There is duality with his story. He's literally trying to locate a separate piece of himself that is the, the yin to his yang, I guess you could say. The triangle on his head is just for effect. And when I drew out his hair, it came out really like limp, wet noodle hair. So, yeah. But I've grown to enjoy the limp, wet noodle hair. I think it's very fun. It helps differentiate him, you know? So, also, this, the onesie, the hood on the onesie. Why is it shaped like that? Why does it have that part at the end, right there? That, my friends, is a horn. So in Dennis Re-Demon, which my friend Lucas named, he named it for me when we were, coming up with shit. There are not really any demons. And he doesn't really anything. So, to give the illusion of demons, that is a horn on his onesie. That right there is a horn. And the onesie, I decided, usually onesies like zip up. Not the ones that I've been seeing lately. When I look for like onesie references. I don't know why it has this thing. Usually onesies are like dinosaurs and shit and they have like underbellies. So, they get like separate colors for that. I just felt like doing that to add something to it. It felt a little strange, right? So, I decided, at first it didn't even have a hood. But I was like, well, most onesies have hoods, so I might as well. The zipper, the concept was like, those zippers that go full body all the way up to the hood, right? Like, the hood's here, and the zipper goes, and it covers up your face. I decided I wanted one of those, so I drew this. There's the demon and Dennis Re-Demon. Look at the one horn missing. I promise you that has everything to do with his character. Every piece of this design is important. No part. I also made his horns kind of flaccid because of his hair, but no part of this design does not matter to the character, and it will be changed. This is not a final design. It's a first draft. I had to really think about this whole hoodie setup because usually with hoodies you draw this line to represent where it goes over the face, and then this line to represent where the hood is, right? But when you zip up the hoodie, how do you show that? I have no fucking idea, so that's why we have that. So now that I'm into drawing, I decided to show my progress, I would simply draw every single one of my thumbnails from now on, which is fine, to be fair. I've already done one a long time ago. It's been like 2 weeks now for the next video that I'm putting out. And, it's pretty bad. Yeah. If this is my current skill level, could you imagine what my shit looked like before? Could you even feasibly believe it? Get the fuck out of here. It's not funny. Alright. I'm sure you couldn't. But just to show you a glimpse into my past art trials, I'll show you a benchmark I made on like day 2 or 3. Fire Alpaca is gone because it's not digital, it's physical. This is what I did. You can hardly see it. Oh, here you go. Yeah. So I had drawn like, Red from Pokemon, and then, in that pose. And that was day 2, right? So clearly, I had some shit to work on. Red looks a lot better than this, but we're gonna let it slide, right? We're gonna let that slide. Right? You guys, you think I can do this? I'm sure you guys will give me support or something. Support my future endeavors. Dennis Re-Demon it was an attempt to be like it's attempting to be like a shonen manga. Obviously, I have to make more characters. It's probably not going to end up like a manga. It's probably going to be like a web comic somewhere. You could probably find it eventually. I'll probably advertise it. I'm going to be like making One Punch Man, where you can literally witness the artistic evolution as the series goes on. Because I start at the very bottom of the barrel, and then eventually I get kind of good. And then I pass it on to another illustrator so that they can draw my story. um, but yeah, I got tons of shit. You know, I'm ready. Don't judge the next thumbnail. It's not reflective of my current skill level.